The Room of Screams. I stumbled into a vast, empty room. There was nothing there except for a single door like the one I had just come through, only this one was slightly ajar. The air in the room was thick with the metallic scent of blood and the coppery smell of old coins. But what truly stole my breath was the sound, or rather the lack thereof. For in that oppressive silence, I could hear the faintest whisper of a scream, a single solitary scream that echoed through the vast emptiness, bouncing off unseen walls and reverberating through my bones. As I stepped further into the room, the ground beneath my feet began to pulse with a faint, eerie green light. Startled, I took a step back, my eyes wide with a dawning realization. This was no ordinary scream. It was a chorus of screams, countless screams layered upon each other, forming a tangible presence in the room. The light from the floor spread up my legs, seeping into my veins like a cold, slithering serpent. It coiled around my heart, squeezing tight, cutting off my breath and sending shivers down my spine. I wanted to cover my ears, to block out the sound, but my limbs felt heavy, as if anchored to the ground by unseen weights. And then the images started. Flickering on the walls around me were distorted images of my own face, contorted in a silent scream, reaching out to me with accusing fingers. Their mouths were open, silent screams frozen in time, pleading, terrified eyes staring blankly ahead. Panic clawed at my throat, but no sound escaped my lips. I wanted to run, to tear myself away from those accusing eyes and the maddening silence. But my feet were rooted to the spot. I couldn't move. All I could do was watch as the images on the walls seemed to writhe and twist, taking on a life of their own. They were coming for me. Those silent screams, reaching out with their icy fingers to grab hold of me, to drag me into their silent world. And then just as suddenly as it began, it stopped. The images on the walls vanished, and the screams faded into an eerie silence. The only sound now was the pounding of my own heart, loud in my ears. I wanted to scream, to release the terror that had been building inside me, but no sound came out. I was left in that room, shaking and silent, with the echo of screams still ringing in my ears and the cold, accusing eyes of my own face staring back at me from the darkness.